अभी कुछ किया प्रभु, इसको कुछ किए पूरे पहले से ही हो गया। कोई ऐसी बच्चे हैं खाली बैठ के ठीक है। जय राधा माधवा कुंज विहारी, जय गोपी जन्नवा गिरिवरधारी, यशोदानंदन व्रज जन्नारंजन, यमुना तेरा वनचारी, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे एवं विष्णुपाद ब्रह्मस्परिव्राज काचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी प्रभुपाद की समस्त गौरव भक्त वृंद की दाय गौर प्रेमानंद। ओम नमो ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादां सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 Hare Krishna. Welcome to all of you for today's session. So in this session today we are going to discuss so few pending slokas are there in 9th canto 4th chapter. So those 5-6 slokas are pending. So those will be finishing. So then after that we'll try to finish next chapter 9th canto 5th chapter. So in the yesterday's class we were discussing a conversation between Durvasa Muni and Lord Vishnu. So Durvasa Muni out of danger from Sudarshan Chakra. So he was trying to get the protection from the various demigods. So he tried to get protection from the Lord Brahma, but Lord Brahma couldn't give any help. And similarly Lord Shiva also. Then finally he came to Lord Vishnu and he was asking so to protect him. And also he is asking he has committed offenses towards his devotee. So that's why he asked forgiveness to Vishnu and he is asking to save him from that heat which is coming from the Sudarshan Chakra. So, but Lord said that Aham Paral. So, Lord is also saying that he is also dependent on his devotees. So, that's why he cannot help. The way Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, how they were not able to help him. Similarly, So he is also under the control of his devotees, so he also cannot help him. So like that he said. So then also we have seen in that conversation, just quickly, then if you are, yeah, yourself by your own sweet will, you are becoming the object for their control. That means you are giving control on you by your own sweet will. That means you are independent only in that way. That means you are becoming, that means paratantri. That means you are becoming the one being controlled by your devotees by your own will. So why don't you can help me actually in that case? The Lord said that I cannot leave this nature. Means so controlled by my devotees. This is my nature and I cannot leave this. It is very difficult to leave. So he said this. Then he was saying that even after seeing my such a painful situation, are you not getting any karuna on me? So then what Lord is replying to that? Yes, I cannot get karuna on you. That means it doesn't mean that the Lord doesn't have karuna. That means Lord cannot get karuna on any individuals. Overall, He is creating the whole universe and providing all the things as per the karma of the jivas. So that is a wholesome. But Lord's karuna towards any individual entity, it is not possible actually. Particularly this entity, he mercy, he that means the jivatma which is suffering in this material world. So towards that jivatma, Lord cannot get so directly his mercy towards that jivatma. So his mercy always follows his devotee's mercy. That's the main point actually we should understand. We should not misunderstand that Lord doesn't have any kind of Karuna Murti, Krupa Murti we say. But his Krupa will flow behind the Krupa of his devotee. That's the main point actually. So yes, then Durvasa asked that don't you have any mercy on me? Then Lord said, I don't have any mercy. There's no doubt in that. So why he doesn't have any mercy? Because Satyam Karuna Kalu. So that is my devotee's quality Karuna. Because you see, my devotees are such a way that means they are not desiring even the liberation also. That means they are rejecting everything, and because of that, so they are not desiring anything, and they gave their heart to me, and they give everything to me. That means their heart, and that's why I thought that. So I thought that to give first liberation also they rejected that. So then I gave my heart to them. Then in that case, what happened? They have taken my heart. That means it became mandatory for me because I should reciprocate. They are rejecting material happiness. They are rejecting the Salokya Mukti, Sarojya Mukti, any Muktis. So then what can I give? Then ultimately I gave my heart only to them. So then after that they took my heart and they made their heart with their own heart. That means they make one. They made my heart with their heart, one with their heart. Then after that, so like that, their hand is so much, that means respect for my heart. So that's why what happens. So since this is the situation, if there is any mercy in their heart, then I also get mercy on that living entity. If now my devotee wants to give mercy to certain living entity, then I will also get mercy on that certain living entity. So that's why my mercy always flows behind the mercy of my devotees. It will not, it will not directly without, that means without, like means devotees mercy is a carrier for the Lord's mercy. So without the devotee's mercy, Lord's mercy directly, so cannot go directly towards any living entity which is suffering in this material world. That means it cannot be subjective. Lord's mercy cannot be subjective. Lord's karuna cannot be subjective towards any living entity directly. It always flows through devotee's mercy. So this is the point we should try to note it. Otherwise, Lord's mercy directly flows to, if we take Lord's mercy can directly flow towards the so different individual living entities. If we say like that, then what will happen? Then in this whole universe, any number, that means all the living entities should be devotees. Otherwise, you say that no, Lord will give only for his mercy to only few devotees. Then why is not given to other devotees, other living entities? If you say Lord will give his mercy to only few living entities, then there is a question will come, Lord, why is not given to other living entities? That means he is showing partiality, then it's wrong. So that's why Lord's mercy to any non-devotee, that means a Baddha Jiva, Lord's devotee, Lord's mercy directly cannot flow towards a Baddha Jivatma initially. But when they, for that what they need the devotee's mercy. And if devotee get the mercy on that Baddha Jivatma, then behind to that mercy, Lord's mercy also will flow. This point is clear for everyone. And devotee does not the mercy on everyone and does everyone like how devotee not having the mercy on everyone. So on him also can't we get the partiality dosha? So like that can we ask? Yes? Like there is a partiality defect is coming in the Lord. Why? If Lord is giving only for few jivas his mercy and is not giving his mercy for other jivas, then there is a partiality dosha. So that's why we cannot consider that Lord's mercy can directly come to the any conditioned jivatma. So it always flows behind the mercy of a devotee. So then now mercy of the devotee also, if he is giving for few jivas and is not giving the mercy to other jivas, there is a partiality dosha in the devotee also now. Can we say like that? Understanding? It should not be. Huh? It cannot be partiality dosha because Ishvara tada adineshu balishu adishitsu cha prema maitri krupopeksha. So here it is said that devotee can have partiality. Devotee can discriminate the jivas. And who is that? That is Madhyama Bhakta. Madhyama Bhakta is having, that is a property of the Madhyama Bhakta. So, but this kind of partiality you cannot expect in the Lord. If you see that, then that is a dosha in the Lord. Actually. Lord should be equal, but devotee can be partial. So, because which devotee? Madhyam Bhakta. Yeah, it is allowed actually. Shastra is allowing. But Shastra cannot allow partiality in the Lord. That's then how he can be Lord? Why he is protecting only few jivas? Why he is not giving the krupa to all the jivas and make everyone devotee and then there is no material itself? Yes. So that's why Lord's mercy will never come to a Baddha Jivatma directly. Initially, directly. Two words are important. Initially, directly. But once the devotee gave mercy to him, so behind that, so devotee, Lord's mercy flows. And after that, now he became devotee, that Jivatma. Then he can directly approach the Lord, and now Lord can directly can give his mercy after that. Understanding? So then after that, what happened? So from this, what we understood? So Lord's mercy always flows behind the devotee's mercy in the case of Bhatta Jivatma, any individual Jivatma, towards an individual Jivatma. So I cannot. So that's why Bhaktanam Jana Api Priya Yasya Kimutate. So then Durvasa is asking how much you love your devotees. How much he loves? Achha, achha. how much he loves actually? कितना प्रेम है भगवान को भक्तों के प्रति? कल क्या सुने हम लोग माता जी? नहीं नहीं, कितना प्रेम है भक्तों से? वो कैसा बोले हैं? हाँ? वो तो हो गया, उसके बाद बोल रहे नेक्स्ट, भगवान अपना भक्तों को कितना प्यार करते हैं? काले हैं? नहीं। हाँ, कियत प्रीति विषय। वो तो बात है। मैं याद करा था, ठीक है। हाँ, भगवान बोलते हैं कि लॉर्ड सेज दैट। हाँ, यस यस, यस यस, यस यस। सो कैन यू एलाबोरेट? यस मैम। I don't like. Even he cannot like to enjoy his Swarupa Ananda. Swarupa Ananda. In his Swarupa also Ananda is there. He is not happy with that Swarupa Ananda. So that means for his enjoyment, he needs always his devotees. Without his devotees, he cannot be happy. Why? What is there such a thing with the devotees? What is there? In the heart of the devotees? Condensed of what? Condensed form of Anugraha. Anugraha Shakti. That's Anugraha Shakti. It became as the ripened form or condensed form, you can say. This Anugraha Shakti, who gave initially to him, to the devotee? No. Okay, I will put a photo, picture and I will explain. Huh? This is very important science actually. This we understand. It will help us to, you know, uh, many times we say भगवान की कृपा से मैं भक्त बन गया. ये स्टेटमेंट रॉन्ग है एक्चुअली. भगवान की कृपा से कोई भक्त नहीं बनते हैं. भक्त की कृपा से भक्त बनते हैं. क्योंकि भक्त कृपा के पीछे भगवान कृपा है. तो एक थोड़ा सा ध्यान से सुनना है सब, एवरीवन. लॉर्ड, and this is a Baddha Jivatma. There are several, how many other millions and millions of Baddha Jivatmas are there? So Lord doesn't have any kind of karuna towards any individual specifically. Okay? That's the first point. Why? The reason is by seeing any Baddha Jivatma's miserable condition, that means these are not devotees at all. These jivas. They are Baddha jivas and suffering in this material world. Towards these jivas, so Lord will not get mercy by seeing their miseries. This is the fundamental first point we all has to remember. So then here one jivatma, now in blue color I will take. This jivatma is bhakta jivatma. Okay? These are the bhaktas. And this is the baddha condition. So now this jivatma is which jivatma? Madhyama bhakta. Madhyama bhakta it is. So this Madhyama bhakta jivatma, Madhyama, why I will explain later. So you take it as just bhakta. If I make it Madhyama, then you will be facing a little more difficulty. So bhakta you take, okay? So this bhakta jivatma can first what? See the condition of this Baddha jivas. This Baddha jivatma already has the impressions of the previously the pain, whatever he undergone in this material world, and by seeing this Jivatma's pain, this cursor is visible there also. By seeing this Jivatma's pain, so that will touch the heart of this Jiva, this Bhakta Jivatma, devotee Jivatma, and from that heart, what will happen? So that pain touches, and this heart is so soft and started melting. And what flows in return? So Krupa will flow. So this is Krupa. So Krupa is flowing. That is mercy. So mercy flows, and behind this mercy, this Lord's mercy also flows. That means whom this devotee wants to make devotee, that means this devotee wants to make a devotee. So and then he gives mercy, and behind this, Lord's mercy also flows. Okay. So then in this jiva's heart, now this is heart, and now bhakti is bija is sown actually. Yes. This mercy, what it will make? This mercy is nothing but what? This mercy is also is out of what? This mercy is out of the bhakti only. Because by seeing the pain of this Bhakta Jivatma, this you take the devotee's heart. This devotee's heart is completely soft because of what? This heart is devotionalized actually. That means spiritualized. That means completely is filled with devotion. Then only that heart will be so soft. And when the material pain of this Jivatma touches this heart, so then after that it is melting and flowing. That is nothing but what? That mercy is nothing but what? It is the bhakti only. Okay? That mercy is nothing but bhakti only. So that bhakti flows. So then behind this mercy, Lord's mercy also flows. So now in this heart, what is there? That anugraha, mercy. Mercy of, or otherwise it's known as bhakti bij, or otherwise mercy of bhakta. So this mercy is known as anugraha. Anugraha. And this what will happen in the due course of the time, it is like this bhakti, that's a bija, then that anugraha, that's nothing but bhakti bija. So it will sprout, then after that it will grow, then it will be getting the two leaves. That's the Kleshagni and Subhada. Try to understand. This mercy is nothing but what? Bhakti anugraha is nothing but what? Bhakti bija. And this bhakti bija will sprout, and it will give the two leaves. One is Kleshagni and second is Subhada. Then after that it will further grow, and after growing it is also getting the, so what? More leaves. So that means moksha lagata krit sudurlabha, and like that. At that time when it reached the moksha lagata, then started giving the flowers. This is a flower. So then it will grow further. So go further, it will give two more leaves. Is known as Sri Krishna Akarshini Sandrananda Atma, and then by that time this flower will become fruit. So that fruit is liked by Lord. That's the ripened state of this anugraha is nothing but what? Vaija is becoming what now? Tasty fruit. Anugraha is now it's becoming what? Prema. That Lord loves. And that is not there in his Sarupa. In his Sarupa, so that fruit is not there. It is always existing where? In the hearts of the devotees. So that's Lord Swarupa, that fruit is not there means, so can he have love for his own himself? That Chit Shakti is there, it's a Swarupa Shakti. And one thing you should understand, this fruit, whatever is coming now, this fruit, this is a fruit you take. The fruit is Krishna. Krishna Prem. So Sri Krishna is also one of the leaves. One of the leaves. So here this fruit prema, and anyway this is coming from what bija na? This bija anugraha, bija, bhakti bija, and that is nothing but what is that's a mercy from the this bhakta, and this, so ultimately this mercy is nothing but bija is nothing but what? It is a Swarupa Shakti only. Bhakti is also one of the vritti of Swarupa Shakti only. That means Swarupa Shakti, like electricity is there, you can use it as mechanical power, you can use it as a light power, you can it can function as like in the AC, it will become a cold. That means like Swarupa Shakti also is having the varieties of the functions, or one of the function of the Swarupa Shakti is what? Bhakti. So that's why Bhakti is also part of the Swarupa Shakti only. So, but it is what? It is the condensed form of the Swarupa Shakti. Condensed form. So that's why that's more tasty to the Lord. So that's why this fruit, whatever we are saying, this fruit is also out of what? It is out of Swarupa Shakti only, but it is very much condensed. Okay, it's clear? Some extent? Ripened, whatever. Ripened and condensed. And I will suggest absolutely Golok Vani channel. You all should go into that and go to playlist. Go into the playlist and see Madhurya Kadambini. And in this total 70 lectures are there. And serial number counts from the down. When you open, the playlist will be opened. Down is 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Top is 17. So please start hearing from the down, so you'll understand many concepts, whatever I discussed. Hmm. Mike? Only one mic. Mic.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe like distribution. So they are usually think that they are the distribution capacity over there. So we try to give everyone. Somebody here, somebody doesn't wants to give also for everyone. But then we usually think that is our earlier understanding that whosoever God wants to be that person.
So that means we try to give mercy to everyone, but they are not taking. That means Lord is not willing, so that's why they are not taking. Yeah. Previous concept.
So no, basically whatever else. How much we are giving?
No. Yeah. But
somebody gets somebody doesn't.
Why? What is the differentiating factor between these two? One is taking and one is not taking. Yes, this is the question.
His previous Sumritis would say about that.
So that's why here now this devotee try to give his mercy to everyone, but we are not seeing that bhakti bija is sprouting and is after that becoming the big tree and getting the fruits in everyone. Why? Of course, he's giving to him also, but in his case, it didn't happen. The reason is like the farmer is throwing the seeds in the field, and some seeds are sprouting and some are not sprouting. What is the reason? When it will not sprout, he is giving all the very, very properly purified seeds only is spraying, But why some are giving sprouts and some are sprouting and some are not sprouting? What is the reason? Can be. What can be the reason? Huh? Means maybe those seeds also rain is also falling equally on the land. Maybe that seed fell on the rock. Rocks. So that means if someone's heart, there already anarthas are there, previously done anarthas, and if bhakti bija is there, that means the seed is falling on a rock. It is equal to a seed falling on a rock. So in that case, what will happen? It will not sprout, but it is there. But when this rock is removed out, then it will come. So then who will remove that? Chota mota devotee remove nahi kar paye. If there is a powerful devotee, if he goes, who has the lot of potency, he can destroy such a rocks by his mercy, his extra mercy he needs. Like farmer needs extra endeavor. So to see the sprouting of this beej also, he has to put extra effort to remove the rocks. Then that bija will fall on the ground and so it will sprout. Similarly, so those jivas who has the previously done anarthas, offenses, especially anarthas means one among the anarthas is offenses also. If these are there anarthas, so then because of that anarthas, that is not allowing this seed to grow. But bija is given already. Okay.
That's why I think when you send me this picture, so then they can
by their mercy, that rock may be removed. That's not necessary that. But we don't have, do we have eligibility to access the mercy of our superiors? That also we should see. Can you tap that mercy to that on that Jivatma from Gurudev? How much relationship you have? How much you are faithful to Guru? That is also depends. How much we are surrendered. So that's why Madhyama Bhakta definitely can make this devotee and to into the if this jiva get the Madhyama Bhakta's mercy, definitely will be getting into the Ananya Bhakti. But if this devotee is Lunja Punju, then he will also become Lunja Punju. That means he give the seed, but he cannot get the such a, that means in that case Bhakti Bija is there, but to become an Ananya Bhakta, he has to have the Dhrudha Shraddha, very strong faith. That strong faith cannot arise in him because he doesn't have. Because this giver doesn't have that kind of Shraddha, then he cannot create this same kind of strong faith in this person. If Dhrudha Shraddha is there, then only he can do the pure devotion service. But general Bhakti Bija is given. But that Bhakti Bija will become, that means that Bhakti will become pure devotion when this devotee develop the Dhrudha Shraddha. So if you all want to understand this in very detailedly, so definitely I will recommend that Madhuri Kadamini. Hours and hours we took to explain this concept. So please definitely go through that. Okay. So today let's finish our. I'll start my direct. Next slok 67, I think. No revision. मत्सेवया प्रतीतं ते सालोक्यादि चतुष्टयम् नेच्छन्ति सेवया पूर्णा कुतोऽन्यत् कालविप्लुतम्. I will read. My devotees who are always satisfied to be engaged in my loving service are not interested even in the four principles of liberation: Salokya, Sarupya, Samipya, and Saristi. Although these are automatically achieved by the service, what then is to be said of such a perishable happiness as elevation to higher planetary systems? So, क्या चल रहा था इसके पहले? तो भगवान तो बहुत बोले हैं, माने मेरा भक्तों के बिना तो मैं आनंद ले ही नहीं सकता हूँ, तो क्योंकि मेरा स्वरूप के आनंद से भी मेरे भक्तों के हृदय में रहने वाली जो भक्ति है ना, तो वो बहुत आनंद देती है। मैं उसी के लिए उनसे मैं बहुत पीछे पीछे भक्तों के पीछे ही चलता रहता हूँ, ये बोल दिए हैं। उसके बाद तो मैं तो ब्राह्मण हूँ, आप तो ब्राह्मणों को रक्षा करने वाला है, क्या हमारा रक्षा नहीं कर सकते क्या? ऐसे दुर्वासा पूछे। दुर्वासा was asking, so I am a brahmana, so you are the protector of the brahmanas, why don't you protect me? So then Lord is saying that if you, since you are the offender of my devotee, if I protect you, that means I am neglecting my devotee. So that's why I cannot do this kindness. So it's not possible because my devotees are so wonderful that they left they left everything for me. And can't I do this much? And I will neglect them and I will protect you. So they left everything, their wives, their family, their wealth, their health, everything they left. And they are everything, all the time they want my pleasure. So such a they are. And what did you do for me? You didn't do anything. So, but your devotee Ambarish is also sitting in the kingdom, and how can you say he left everything? The Lord said, didn't you see that when you released that the demon, did he go or did he try to save his life? No. That is resembling that how he is detached from his body. So see, understand, my devotees, the detachment for the worldly things. But you are how you are. You are not able to. So you are simply running for saving your body. So you have so much attachment for your body. That is your status. So my devotees are so wonderful. So that's why you people, your brahmanas, so-called brahmanas, non-devotees. So you cannot, and brahmavadis, you are so-called brahmavadis. So you cannot control me. So my devotees only can control me. My devotees are completely, that means they are equally equipoised to everyone, and they see the pain. So of others' pain, also their own pain, and also they see their own pleasure as others' pain, others' pleasure. So that's why they want to give the pleasure whatever they have to all other living entities, and also they see others' pain as their own pain. So that's why jivas who are suffering in this material world, they always try to save them. That's the best quality my devotees have. And what can I speak about my devotees' greatness? They are extremely so desireless. So even I offer for them Salokya, Sarupya, Sarishti, and Samipya. These four liberations, these are all actually non-material. So still they are not desiring this. That is my great, that is the greatness of my devotees, you know. Oh my dear Durvasa, you should understand the greatness of my devotees. Is that today's talk? Okay, is it clear? So let us see the purport. Sri Bilvamangar Thakur has estimated the value of liberation as follows: Mukti Swayam Mukulitanjai Anjaihi Sevate Sma Dharmartha Kama Katayah Samaya Pratiksha. Bilvamangal Thakur realized that if one develops his natural devotional service, the Supreme Lord of the Godhead Mukti stands before him with folded hands to offer all kinds of service. In other words, the devotee is already liberated. There is no need for him to aspire. So the pure devotee automatically achieves liberation even without desiring it. But they don't want. Even if it is coming on folded hands, it is standing in front of him, they say that what is the need of you? We don't want. Next sloka. Sadho vo hridayam mahyam sadhu nam hridayam tvaham madanyate na jananti naham devyo managapi. So Lord is saying The pure devotee is always within the core of my heart, and I am always in the heart of pure devotee. My devotees don't know anything else but me, and I don't know anyone else but them. So here Vishwanath Chakra Thakur is saying here. So Durvasa, I want to say something else. Kincham, no. Durvasa is saying, Kinchamam santapayate tupyam samuchitam phalam Channapi yanna dadami ekam. Acha. Lord is saying further, Durvasa, see, you have created a lot of pain in my heart by offending my devotee. But still, for you, I am not giving any punishment for this. Because I am desiring to give, but result for this offense you did, but I am not giving. So because you are that, because I am brahmanya, that means I am always protect brahmanas. So I am not doing anything to you. That itself is a mercy on you. So mercy on you means that's a brahmanya. Because I am protector of the brahmanas. So since you are a brahmana, so that's why this much concession I am giving. Okay. Mahyam mama ambarisham jwalayitum icchantam mad hrudayameva jwa. And Lord is saying, you want to burn my devotee, Ambarish. And you decide for this. By desiring this, you burned my heart actually. Actually, you burned my heart. Mad hridayameva jwalayitum pravrittah abhu. So then Durvasa is saying, Acha, I burned your heart. अभी तो पॉइंट मिल गया मुझे so that means I committed offense towards you, so now I am falling on your feet. So patami, then you just show mercy on me. Then Lord is saying, immediately then he is saying, sadhunam hrudayam tu aham, but I am the heart of devotees also. That's why you have to go to devotees only. If Lord could have said only one thing, what is that? Sadhus are my heart. This much only he could have told. Then what? So Durvasa can put the argument that since devotees are your heart, that means I try to burn Ambarish means I try to burn your heart, means you are the pain. So now you can forgive me. But Lord is saying next immediately what he is saying, and also I am heart of my devotees. Sadhava hrudayam mahyam, sadhuna hrudayam tu aham. I am the heart of my devotees. This next statement is immediately is saying. Then what? That is overruled actually. Understood everyone? So Hridayam to aham sadhunam. That's why Durvasa, if my devotees are pleased, then I will be pleased. Because I am heart for my devotees. So that's why if you want to please me, you should please my devotee's heart. Then go and beg mercy from my devotee. Yahi tam ambarishameva prasadaya. So that's why, hey, Durvasa, go and ask mercy from my devotee. Then nanu ambarisho mam. Then Durvasa is saying, but Ambarisha actually, he invited me. That means for the taking the prasad. Then after that, without my presence and without eating, then he only ate. He told me he has already taken and he has eaten actually. So then how can I go and there is a fault in him. And how can I go and ask forgiveness him? This is the Durvasa's mindset. Then what Lord is saying? Nanu Ambarisho mam nimantriya abhojayitva bhuktavan. Without feeding me, he ate. He invited me for the feast, and without feeding me, he ate, and he has a defect in him, and you are not seeing the defect, and you are asking me to go and beg his mercy. You understood, everyone? It's clear, bro. Durvasa putting argument that, so he's arguing with the Lord that, okay, your devotees might have so much love, I accept that. And now you are asking me to go and ask the mercy from your devotee, but why I should go? You are not seeing his defect. I am a brahmana. He called me for so prasadam, and but without feeding me, he only ate. So what is this? Are you not seeing this dosha? Like that, Durvasa is asking to the Lord. Kim na pashyasi? You are not seeing this? The Lord is saying, Mad anyate na jananti. My devotees, they don't know. My devotees don't know other than me. Mad anyate na jananti. Other than me, they don't know anything. ये सभी रूल्स गिल्स तब अपना पास रखो. Madanyate na jananti. That means they always do whatever I like. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasan, Sakyam, Atmanivedana. Whatever I like, they always do that. They know only that. They don't know other things. That is love of the Lord. So one should understand the Lord, how much He has for His devotees. So that's why He's saying, hey, leave Sarva Dharman Parityaja. Ye sab rules chhod do. छोड़कर मेरा शरणागत हो जाओ. Just surrender to me and do all the time Shravan Kirtan and this kind of bhakti. And always try to please me directly. साहब इधर उधर सब घुसाना छोड़ दो. मानिए कर्म को करूंगा, उसको ऑफर करूंगा, सब हमको क्या चाहिए? डायरेक्टली हमारा नाम ले लो, प्रसन्न है. डायरेक्टली हमारा कीर्तन करो, स्मरण करो. ये सब तो ये चपा चपा ये सब नहीं चलता. So directly करो, एकदम दिल पूरा लगा के, complete heart, with full heart, no space for anything else, no attachment for anything else, completely surrender to me, and with fully you just so do the service for my pleasure. This is Krishna. Then sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami. No rules, no need to follow other rules, this rule, that rule. I'll relieve you from all this. So that's why Lord is saying to here Durvasa, hey, my devotees only know me and they don't know other than me. They always do whatever I like. उन दोनों का प्रेम कलाप ऐसा रहते हैं, भक्त का और भगवान का. इसीलिए भक्तों से जागरूक रहना चाहिए. So mad anyate na jananti iti machikirshadameva ambarishena kritam iti bhavaha. That means Lord is even Ambarisha without caring for Durvasa. If he has taken the breaking the fasting, Lord will be happy only with that. Because he's already, but he's saying, Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami. If you surrender to me and if you do my devotion, that Ekadasi Vrata is an anga of the Sakshat Bhakti. So he gave priority for that, and if he does this and he neglected this sadhu, so still Lord will not feel any kind of bad for that. That is the thing we should understand here. But still Ambarisha followed and respected Brahmana because to set an example to the society. If we disrespect the Brahmana, then all the country people, so in the citizens of that kingdom will be disrespecting Brahmanas, then there will be a chaos in the society. अरे हमारा राजा ही कोई ब्राह्मण के बिना खा लिया तो हम लोग भी खा लेंगे आज से. एक परंपरा बन जाएगी। कितना अनर्थ होगा। सब लोग जो शुद्ध भक्ति में नहीं है उन लोग भी ये सब काम करने लगेगा, तो क्या होगा। यद्यदाचरित श्रेष्ठ तथ्य देवे तरो जना सयत प्रमाणम कुरुते लोकस्तदनुवर्तते। हमारा राजा बिना ब्राह्मण को बुला के बिना उनको खिला के खुद खाए तो हम भी खाए, तो कल से ब्राह्मण का बात सुनेंगे नहीं हम लोग। चलो ऐसा हो जाएगा। लेकिन इसीलिए वैष्णव का ये क्वालिटी रहता है कि कभी भी किसी को पथभ्रष्ट नहीं करेंगे, ऐसा गलत रास्ते पर नहीं ले जाएंगे। इससे तो क्या होता है, जीव का और भी कष्ट बढ़ेगा, पर दुख तो दुखी है। So this is the quality of the devotee, that he cannot misguide the society, and for their sake he will follow the social rules and regulations. But it is not at all needed. Only externally they follow that to set an example to the society. But we should not think that his consciousness is he's endeavoring that, I should not displease Brahmana, otherwise my bhakti will be lost and otherwise I will be going to the hell. Is he thinking like that? Never. If he thinks like that, then he is underestimating the value of the bhakti. He is giving the space for something else, by the pious activities. So devotee, yeah. But devotee doesn't have faith on the pious activities, but he will do social rules and regulations for setting example to society, otherwise whole society will be fallen. Krishna also is coming himself. He doesn't need to accept any varna and ashrama rules, but he's accepting, he's becoming a kshatriya and following the rules and regulations. It's a must. All the devotees, there has to be in the Daya Varna system and follow the rules and regulations to set an example to society. Even they are pure devotees. That's must. Otherwise, society will day by day, they will leaving the on the name of that means. So we don't need to, we are chanting holy name, we can do anything. So then it will go to our extent. Even you can do sinful activities and bring the money and offer to the Lord, and everything will be purified. So this will be what? It will lead to that. It will lead to the extremity of what? So Sahajiya chanting will come. The result of this. No. So qualified extremely, that means who are in the pure devotional platform, even they can steal also. Because of that thing will have. But can you say you are in the pure devotional platform? Until unless one is not in the pure devotional platform, that means not able to engage himself 24 hours in direct devotional service, he cannot claim that he can do anything. So that's why all these details I discussed in the Madhuri Kadamini lectures. So kindly, definitely has to be heard. It's my really kind request for all of you. So Lord is saying, hey, I don't know. My devotees don't know other than me. And they do always whatever I like. मच्चिकीर्षतमेव अंबरीषेण कृतम इति भावः तर्हि त्वामेव अहं पृच्छामि. So you go and ask, Lord is saying, त्वामेव अहं पृच्छामि ब्रूहि, त्वामेव अहं पृच्छामि ब्रूहि. So Lord is said that my devotees will do whatever I like. So then Durvasa said that then I will go and ask why he did like this. So okay, no problem. You go and ask. Actually, you are a fool. Actually, Lord is saying you are a fool. He also respected you. Actually, you have less intelligence. He respected both Brahmana Dwadashyor Madhye Kasya Adarha Dharma iti chet tarhi yahi tam Ambarishen Prucha Saeva Tvam Dharma Shastra Tattva Anabhignam Bodhaishyati Matra Lajjam Kamapi Karshi Tadrisho Naham Vidma Ityaha. So Naham Tebhya Sakashad Managa Vedigam. So Lord is saying that you can go and ask, and also he will explain to you. What he will explain? So if you ask that among the Brahmanas and the Dwadasi, so you disrespect the Brahmanas, and so this is the fault. You like that you ask him, then he will explain. Actually, he didn't do any fault. You are not knowing the subtleties of the Dharma Shastra. Dharma Shastra Tattva Anabhignam Bodhaishyati. He will definitely will teach you. If you go and ask, he will definitely teach you. That means by drinking water is equal to the drinking and also equal to the not eating and also equal to the not eating. So that he also respected you, and also he has broken the fasting. So both. So that's why don't become too much smart. Okay. So next, speed बढ़ा. Purport, since Durvasa Muni wanted to chastise Maharaj Ambarisa, is to be understood that he wanted to give pain to the heart of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For the Lord says, Sadhavo Hridayam Mahyam, the pure devotee is always within the core of my heart. The Lord's feelings are like those of a father who feels pain when his child is in pain. Therefore, offenses at lotus feet of a devotee are serious. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has very strongly recommended that one not commit any offense at the lotus feet of a devotee. Devotee means what? Who is very elevated and who is fully controlling his senses and is pure and he is the devotee and towards him only we should not commit offenses. ये सभी हमारा जो भी बगल अगल है सभी तो छोटा मोटा डिवोटी इसका तो भी चलता है ऐसा है क्या नहीं बाबा नहीं अपिचे सुदराचारो भजते माम अनन्य भाग even if one is having a very bad character but he is doing the bhakti so you have to respect him then Prabhu then what is the system actually in the society तो इसकी ठप्पा लगा के सब लोग अभी ये श्लोका का तो सब अपना मनमानी करते रहेंगे then what is the answer for this actually yes that is true we are seeing the quality bhakti in their heart because bhakti is not so cheap kshipram bhavati dharmatma in the next sloka we are hearing that so bhakti can clean everything and he can make him dharmatma he can clean all his bad tendencies definitely so that's why so Krishna is saying apiche surachara sloka to emphasize the greatness of the bhakti and he doesn't want to promote the bad activities on the strength of the bhakti no that is not the intention of the Lord in saying that sloka okay, so that's why he's saying in the next sloka Kshipram Bhavati Dharmatma. That means very soon he will become Dharmatma because Shashwas Shantim Nigachati. That means he's saying that because of this devotion, whatever he's doing, he will be very soon will become a Dharmatma. All the bad character will go. So that's why there one should not use that sloka to support his mischievous activities. One has to what is the system? System is one has to follow dharma actually, definitely, to set an example. So if you show the example that on the name of the bhakti you can do any bad things and just you can be so promoted, then you can be neglected, you will not be punished and you will be respected. So from this what others will think? अच्छा वो हम लोग भी करेंगे ये सब थोड़ा जोली माला में तो माला फेरते रहेंगे और जो भी है मनमानी जो भी करना है कर देंगे सहज बन जाएंगे तब so that's why it is a Sahaja chanting. So that's why, as a leader of that society, one should give a punishment to him, that bhakta also. But in his heart, definitely has respect for him and for the bhakti, whatever is there in his heart. But to set an example to the society, there should be punishment to that devotee. And that devotee also should accept punishment. Why? To respect the society and to make the society to not to fall into not to become a Sahaja society. So that what will happen? But both should have the respect. The leader and also the offender, both. They should have each respect to each other because they are all devotees. So that's why that sloka is not meant for the excusing the no, that's the glory of the bhakti is explained by that. Duracharata is not encouraged for in the case of devotees. On the strength of that sloka, if one commit the offenses, it's a severe it's a cruelness. It's a severe, we can say what we say, it's like a kutilta. Yeah. Crookness is a kutil. Such offenses are compared to a mad elephant because when a mad elephant enters a garden, it causes devastation. Therefore, one should be extremely careful not to commit offenses at the lotus feet of pure devotee. Actually, Maharaj Ambarisha was not at all at fault. Durvasa Muni unnecessarily wanted to chastise him filthy grounds. We can read this next. उपायं कथयिष्यामि तव विप्रा शृणुष्व तत् अयं ह्यात्मा विचारस्ते यतस्तं याहि माचिरम् साधुषु प्रहितं तेजः प्रवृत्तो कुरुते शिवम्. O Brahmana, let me now advise you for your own protection. Please hear from me. By offending Maharaj Ambarisha, you have acted with self-envy. Therefore, you should go to him immediately without a moment's delay. Once so-called proverbs were employed against the devotee, certainly harms he who employs it. Thus, it is the subject, not the object who is harmed. So that's the Durvasa. You go and don't waste your time here. Ask forgiveness. Yasya vadardham toya abhichara krita tam ambarishameva yahi. For killing whom you released your demon and you go and ask forgiveness him only. That Ambarish Maharaj. Saeva kripaluhu tvam trasyate. He is so merciful, definitely will protect you. So there is no need to worry. Nacha ambarisham tvam sukha dukkadam manyeta itya sadhu. Thing is there actually. A Vaishnava is always an object of envy for non-devotees. Even when that non-devotees happens to be his father, to give a practical example, Hiranyakashipu was envious of Prahlad Maharaj. But this envy of the devotees was harmful to Hiranyakashipu, not to Prahlad. Every action taken by Hiranyakashipu against his son Prahlad Maharaj was taken very seriously by the Supreme Personality of God. And thus, when Hiranyakashipu was on the verge of killing Prahlad, the Lord personally appeared and killed Hiranyakashipu. Service to a Vaishnava gradually accumulates and becomes an asset for the devotee. Similarly, harmful activities directed against the devotee gradually become the ultimate cause of performance fall down. Even such a great brahmana and mystic yogi as Durvasa was in a most dangerous situation because of his offense at the lotus feet of the Maharaj Ambarisha, a pure. So Durvasa in more dangerous situation because this offending devotees is very, very dangerous thing actually. तपो विद्या च विप्राणां निःश्रेयसकरे उभे तेव दुर्विनीतस्य कल्पेते कर्तुरन्यथा. For a Brahmana, austerity and learning are certainly auspicious, but when acquired by a person who is not gentle, such austerity and learning are most dangerous. इधर एक और एक अच्छा बात है. तपो विद्या संपन्नस्य मम कुतः कुतः कुतस्तराम अम्बरीषात् क्षत्रियात् परित्राणम युज्यते. Durvasa is saying, Bhagavan, see, I am very much austere person. I am a Brahmana. I am very much learned. And this Ambarish is a Kshatriya. He didn't do any austerities. He was not having any knowledge of the Vedas. So how can you ask me to go and take his protection and take protection from him? He is lesser than me. He is not qualified because I am very much well educated and I did so many austerities and I am from a Brahmana family and he is just a Kshatriya. So how can Paritranam yujjate kshatriyat. That means, how can I go and ask him some protection for me? Then Lord is saying, Acha, apatrasya tava tapo vidye naivastha. Actually, you are unqualified person. Actually, you don't have any knowledge and also you don't have any austerity. And you have reverse of this. That means reverse of tapasya and reverse of knowledge. You are ignorant and you are not having any tapasya, shakti, tapo shakti. Why? Lord is saying in this sloka, so without devotee, tapasya and austerities and so on so, austerities and this learning of the knowledge, these are all useless actually. They are not going to give any result. Durvinitasya kartuhu tadashrayasya anyatha kalpete. That means the one who has bad heart. That means whoever is not a devotee is having the duratma. He is a duratma. So in the case of these, that kind of duratmas, this knowledge and this kind of austerities are just they are the they are like a poison in a snake. They are useless for the society. God is saying. So that's why whatever the tapasya and knowledge you have, that's no use because you are not a devotee. Prabhupada is elaborating this in the purport. It is said that a jewel is very valuable, but when it is on the hood of a serpent, it is dangerous despite its value. Similarly, when a materialistic non-devotee achieves great success in learning and austerity, that success is dangerous for all of society. So-called learned scientists, for example, invented atomic weapons that are dangerous for all humanity. These scientists, they are always doing the austerity. Years and years, they are sitting in the laboratory and studying the so many books and doing so many austerities, and they are inventing bombs, and that is a just destruction for the society. It is therefore said, Manina bhushitaha sarpaha kim asau na bhayankaraha. A serpent with a jewel on its hood is as dangerous as a serpent without such a jewel. So Durvasa Muni was very learned brahmana, equipped with mystic power, but because he was not a gentleman. Who will be the gentleman? Devotee only can be the gentleman in this whole universe. So no one other than devotee cannot be gentleman. So that's obvious. He didn't know how to use his power. He was therefore extremely dangerous. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is never inclined toward a dangerous person who uses his mystic power for some personal desire. So, by the laws of nature, therefore, such a misuse of power is ultimately dangerous not for society but for person who misuses it. Next. Brahmastad gaccha bhadram te nabhagatanayam rupam क्षमापया महाभागम ततः शांतिर्भविष्यति. O best of brahmanas, you should therefore go immediately to King Ambarisha, the son of Maharaj Nabhaga. I wish you all good fortune. If you can satisfy Maharaj Ambarisha, then there will be peace for you. The lesson to be derived from this narration concerning Maharaj Ambarisha and Durvasa Muni is that all the demigods, including Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, are under the control of Lord Vishnu. Therefore, when a Vaishnava is offended, the offender is punished by Vishnu, the Supreme Lord. No one can protect such a person, even Lord Brahma or Lord Shiva. Okay? Thus end the Bhakti on the pursuits of the ninth canto, fourth chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam entitled Ambarish Maharaj offended by Durvasa Muni. Now fifth chapter. Sri Sukha Uvacha Evam Bhagavataadisto Durvasachakrata Ambarisha Mupavritya Tatpado Dukkito Grahi. Translation. Sukadeva Goswami said, when thus advised by Lord Vishnu, Durvasa Muni, who were very much harassed by the Sudarshan Chakra, immediately approached Maharaj Ambarisha. Being very much aggrieved, the Muni fell down and clasped the king's lotus feet. We go to next chapter. He went and took the lotus feet of Ambarisa Maharaj. तस्य सद्यो ममावीक्ष्य पादस्पर्श विलज्जितः अतस्तावेतद्धरेरस्त्रं कृपया पीडितो वृषम्. When Durvasa touched his lotus feet, Maharaj Ambarisha was very much ashamed. And when he saw Durvasa attempting to offer prayers, because of mercy, he was aggrieved even more. Thus, he immediately began offering prayers to the great weapon of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Ambarish understood actually. When he fell on the feet, Durvasa fell on his feet. So, actually, Durvasa Muni didn't ask, please protect me. Immediately, the Ambarish Maharaj's heart is so soft. Immediately, he started praying offers to Sudarshan Chakra to not to kill him. Actually. That is the heart of devotees. Next, Ambarish Uvacha. So from here onwards, we are seeing the Ambarish Maharaj prayers to Sudarshan Chakra. Tvam Agnir Bhagavan Suryaha Tvam Somo Jyotisham Patihi Tvam Apastvam Kshitir Vyoma Vayur Matrendriyani Cha. Maharaj Ambarisha said, O Sudarshan Chakra, you are fire, you are the most powerful sun, you are the moon, the master of all luminaries, you are water, earth, sky, you are the air, you are the five sense objects, sound, touch, form, taste, and smell, and you are the senses also. Next. सुदर्शना नमस्तुभ्यं सहस्राराच्युत प्रिया सर्वास्त्रगातिं विप्राय स्वस्ति भूयान् विडस्पते. O most favorite of Achyuta, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, you have thousands of spokes. O Master of the material world, destroyer of all weapons, original vision of the Personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Kindly give shelter and be auspicious to this brahmana. Next. Tvam dharmastam ritam satyam tvam yajno kila yajna bhuk tvam lokapala sarvatma tvam teja paurusham param. O Sudarshana wheel, you are religion, you are truth, you are encouraging statements, you are sacrifice, and you are the enjoyer of the fruits of sacrifice. You are the maintainer of the entire universe, and you are the supreme transcendental prowess in the hands of Supreme Personality of Godhead. You are the original vision of the Lord, and therefore you are known as Sudarshana. Everything has been created by your activities, and therefore you are all pervading. If you see some sentences are looking like those are applicable to the Lord, because Lord and Lord's weapon there is no difference. In that way, you can see sometimes. So it's looking like he is glorifying the Lord. So because with the idea of there is no difference between Lord and his weapons. That's the reason. So now. Hmm, so in this sloka, one important point is there. What is that? Dharma setu. What he said? Dharma, tvam dharma, and also tvam lokapalaha. Ambarish Maharaj praying to Sudarshan. So what he's saying to Sudarshan? You are dharma, you are the Lokapalaha. Like that he said, na? In this sloka, fifth sloka. So after hearing this, Sudarshan can say, yes, if I am Dharma, if I am Lokapalaha, then Tarhi Bhakti Dharma Setupalaya Tupyam Dahyantam Enam Adharmikam Vipram Avashyam Aham Tapayami. So then Sudarshana can think, na, so acha, I am Dharma and I am the protector of the Dharma and I am protector of the universe. So this Durvasa did the offense towards you. You are the Bhakta Dharma Setu Palaya. You are following the Bhagavad Dharma very strictly, and towards you he did the offense, and he committed a great offense towards you, and this Brahmana is adharmic because he is creating the offenses. He did the offenses towards a Bhagavad Dharma. That means Bhakta. That means who following the Bhagavad Dharma. So that's why I should kill this Brahmana now, as per your glorification. Like that, Sudarshana is can think. Then that means you see, understand like that. Sudarshana is saying you can. So it is not there in that sloka, but after saying this, what the opposite party can think. Then after that, what the next Ambarish Maharaj is saying, like that the flow should be understood. Okay. So now next in Ambarish Maharaj is saying the next sloka, what is saying in the reply to this. Namah Sunabhikalat Namah Sunabhakila Dharma Setave Yadharma Sila Suradhuma Ketave Trailokya Gopaya Vishnupta Varchase Manojavaya Takarmani Rude. So that is Sudarshan Bhagavan said that I will kill this Brahman. So in reply to this, so this next sloka is coming. So what is there is in the translation? Oh Sudarshana, you have very auspicious hub, and therefore you are the upholder of all religion. You are just like an inauspicious command for the irreligious demons. Indeed, you are the maintainer of three worlds. You are full of transcendental effulgence. You are as quick as the mind, and you are able to work wonders. I can simply utter the word Namaha, offering all obeisances unto you. So here the word, one important word. Then Ambarish Maharaj, in reply to that, what he's saying? He is saying the word in this sloka, important word is Adharma Shila Sura Bhuma Ketave. What it means? Adharma Shila Asura Dhuma Ketave. हाँ, पर अधर्मशील असुरों के लिए अधर्मशील असुरों के लिए आप for the adharmashila asuras you are the Dhumaketu. That means you are like a comet. And to you who are like a fire, or otherwise like a fire, are an inauspicious comet. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare, Hare. He is saying, Ambarish Maharaj is saying, you are like a comet. That means Dhumaketu for Adharmashila Asura. That means what? What is the intention of the Sudarshan Bhagavan is saying that I want to kill this Brahman. But now Ambarish Maharaj is saying that you are Dhumaketu, you kill or you destroy only those who are Adharmashila Asur. But this Brahmana, that means what? You cannot kill this Brahmana. Why? This Brahmana is Dharmashila Asura. He is a Dharmashila Asura. So, you cannot do anything to Dharmashila Asuras and Adharmashila Vipras. Try to understand. I will write here. So, Ambarish Maharaj is saying, no, Sudarshan Chakra is saying, he will punish or kill Durvasa. And Ambarisa Maharaj is saying that you only punish, only adharma shila asura. Adharma shila asura. Adharma shila asuras. That means how many people are possible? Adharma shila suras are possible or not? Adharma shila suras also possible. Dharma shila asuras also possible. And Dharma shila suras. 4 combinations. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Boolean algebra. All remember or not? Yeah. So, adharmashila asuras. So, you are the punisher. You give punishment to only these, not for these 3. And he cannot be punished anyway. Dharmashila asuras, how? And here Durvasa Muni comes under which category? Adharmashila Sura. Sura Vipra means what? Sura. Bhusuras. Vipras are also known as Bhusuras. So he is Vipra means Bhusura. But he is Adharmashila. That means he went against the Bhagavad Dharma. So that definitely is Adharmashila, but he is a Sura. And Dharmashila Asuras, who is that? Can any give an example? Dharmashila Asura. Yes, Bali Maharaj. And Chitraketu. No, Chitraketu after that. Vritrasura. So these are he is Dharmashila Asura. So now by saying this, that means, oh Sudarshana, you are the punisher for, you give punishment to only Adharmashila Asuras. But this Brahmana is Adharmashila Sura, Adharmashila Vipra. That means Adharmashila Sura. So you don't do any harm to him. Please don't do any harm to him. It's clear for everyone. So, Tubhyam Namo Grune Stotum Samardhya Bhavad Iti Bhavaha. So that's why please save this. Next. So in this, there are demons even in the form of brahmanas. Therefore, Sudarshan Chakra doesn't discriminate between anyone against the Supreme Personality of God. His devotees is called this. Okay, I am skipping this part. त्वत्तेजसा धर्ममयेन संभृतं तमः प्रकाशश्च दृशो महात्मना दुरत्ययस्ते महिमा गिरां पते त्वद्रूपमेतत् सदसत्परावरम्. O master of speech, by your effulgence full of religious principles, the darkness of the world is dissipated, and the knowledge of learned person and great soul is manifested. Indeed, no one can surpass your effulgence, for all things manifested and unmanifested, gross and subtle, superior and inferior, are but various forms of you that are manifested by your effulgence. So what we should understand from here? So here, now in the previous sloka we have seen that Ambarisa Maharaj is asking not to punish this Durvasa Muni. Now, Sudarshan can say on top of this, Tejasvimanino asya prasya chikitsa avashyam kartavyameva. So then Sudarshan is saying that hey, this Brahmana thinks that he himself, Tejasvimanina, he thinks that he is so powerful. And this Brahmana should be definitely so given some kind of treatment. So definitely we should give punishment to avashtam kartamyameva. So it should be done. Like that Sudarshan said. Then to reply that this sloka is coming. So to reply Sudarshan, this sloka is coming, and this sloka is saying that what Sudarshan Bhagavan, what Ambarish Maharaj is saying in this sloka? He is saying that त्वत्तेजसा त्वत्तेजसा विभूति रूपेण सूर्यादिना दृशः सर्वचक्षुषा महात्मानां ज्ञानस्य च प्रकाशः तत्तेजसा भवति तो तद्रूपमें तत्तवैव परमेश्वरत्वात् नहि ईश्वरः तत्तेजो अन्यस्मिन् तेजस्विनी दर्शयति इति भावः. So here Ambarish Maharaj is saying, O Sudarshan, because of your tejas only all the Surya and Chandra are the your vibhutis. So your tejamshas, this Surya and Chandra, and that means your teja only in the form of the Surya and Chandra is giving the prakash, is illuminating the eyes of the living entities, and your teja only is illuminating the knowledge in the hearts of the great devotees, so the great exalted people. So that's why everywhere is your teja only is giving the directions to everyone. So even in this brahmana, if you say teja is there, that is also yours only. Your teja only is there everywhere, and you cannot see something. So tejas, that means the prakasha different from you. Actually, what Sudarshan said that he is feeling himself as Tejasvi, then I should give punishment. Then here Sambarish Maharaj is saying that, so this Tejas is also yours one. Yeah. So then Sudarshan is saying that Nanu Tadapi Anena Saha Vihartu Kama Vihartu Kamosmi Iti Chet. So Sudarshan may not listen this and he is saying that अरे जो भी है लेकिन फिर भी अनेन सह विहर्तुम कामोस्मि. So now if you say my tejas only is there in this, now I will separate this by punishing him. Then what is the reply for this? The next sloka is saying that Yada Visrushtasvamanam Janena Vai Balam Pravishto Jita Daitya Danavam Bahudaro Grishirodharani Ruschannajasram Pradani Virajasi. O indefeatable one, when you are sent by the Supreme Personality of Godhead to enter among the soldiers of the Daityas and the Danavas, you stay on the battlefield and unendingly separate their arms, bellies, thighs, legs, and heads. So, what Sudarshan Bhagavan is saying, I will separate that Teja from you. But then Ambarish Maharaj is saying, Maivam, we should not do like that. So this kind of separating things you should do only in Ranabhumi, in the battlefield. Tava Asura Sangrame Eva Vihara Ranga Bhumir. Not the here. Ananjanena Sri Harina O Ajita Pravishto Jita Daitya Danavam Iti Pate Uchita. So you have to show your powers in the battlefield, not here. Next. Sattvam Jagatrana Khala Prahana Ye Nirupita Sarva Sahogada Bruta Viprasya Chasmat Kuladaiva Hetave Videhi Badram Tadanugraho Vidha. O protector of the universe, you are engaged by the Supreme Personality of Godhead as his powerful weapon in killing the envious enemies. For the benefit of our entire dynasty, kindly favor this poor brahmana. This will certainly be favor for all of us. So then after that, what Ambarish Maharaj is saying, I will ask all the dialogues now. Everyone should repeat how the one after one it came. one by one. This sloka, then next what, then next what, then. Nanu aham tvad. So what Ambarish Maharaj said, okay, you cannot show your powers are separating the things here. You show that in the battlefield. Then Sudarshan Bhagavan is saying, Nanu aham tvad vidvesh samharaya bhagavata niyuktaha tatra na kevalam etadeva. So, but Ambarish, you should know that I am being appointed by Lord Vishnu. So whoever is offending you, so and whoever is harming you, so I am appointed to kill them. So that's why. So I have to do this. So I should kill. Vidvesh samharaya bhagavata niktaha tatra na kevalameva etade. So then Ambarish Maharaj is saying, Hey Jagat Rana Kevalam. So then he's saying that Sarva Sahaha. Then for that, what Ambarish Maharaj is saying when Sudarshan said like this, Sarva Sahaha, that means Sarvam api aparadam asmakam sahasa iti sarvahaha. That means you are nothing but the supreme, no difference between you and the Lord. Lord is Bhakta Vatsala. You are also having the Vatsalyam. And because of this Vatsalyam, even the people does this a mistake, you have to bear it. You have to tolerate it. You are Sarva Sahaha. माने सबको सहन करने वाला है आप ऐसा बोले हैं so like that here Ambarish Maharaj is saying Sarva Sahaha. That's why this you are Sarva Sahaha, that means so you are the person tolerate everything. So that's why this Brahmana's mistake also you please tolerate it and don't harm, don't kill him. So nacha asya madveshitvam ityaha. So and one more thing for my future also, if I allow you to kill this Brahmana, that's not good for the. So in my future also for the my kula parampara. Atma kulasya daiva hetave bhagya labhaya viprasya bhadram videhi. That means even Brahmana does a mistake, so he should not be killed. He can be given some punishment, but he cannot be killed actually. So that's why that is bad for the my dynasty also, for the coming generations. So that's why please don't kill. So then यद्यस्ति दत्तमिष्टं वा स्वधर्मो वा स्वनिष्ठितः कुलं नो विप्रदैवं चेत् द्विजो भवतु विज्वरः. If our family has given charity to the proper persons, if we have performed ritualistic ceremonies and sacrifices, if we have properly carried out our occupational duties, and if we have guided, if we have performed ritualistic ceremonies and sacrifices, if we have properly carried out our occupation duties, and if we have been guided by learned brahmanas, I wish in exchange that this brahmana be freed from the burning caused by Sudarshan Chakra. And now Ambarish Maharaj became little serious actually. He is saying that he is taking the vow. That means even after saying this much, this Sudarshan is not getting satisfied actually. It is still going towards the Durvasa. Then he said that, so you are not leaving this Viprana, this Brahmana. So now I am taking the Shapada. Wow. I could have done this in my life. I could have done this charities and that charities. Then you cannot kill this Brahmana. Like that he said. And next. यदि नो भगवान् प्रीता एकः सर्वगुणाश्रयः सर्वभूतात्मभावेन द्विजो भवतु विज्वरः. So if the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is one without a second, who is the reservoir of all transcendental qualities, and who is the life and soul of all living entities, is pleased with us. We wish that this Brahmana, Durvasa Muni, be freed from the pain of being burned. So what it is said here, so even after doing that Shapat, so still, so Sudarshan is not coming back. So by seeing this, some Shapatam Amanayat Chakram Alokya Asadharanam Shapatam Aha. Now even now Ambarish Maharaj, he took even the bigger Shapat. He's saying that what he's saying. Yedi iti sarveshu if Lord is pleased by me, he's now saying, then you cannot kill this Brahman. If the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is one without a second, who is the reservoir of all transcendental qualities, and who is the life and soul of all living entities, he is pleased with us. We want this Brahmana, Durvasa Muni, be freed from pain of being born. So then after that, what happened? Sudarshan, okay. So like that means he came back. So एक बार 2 मिनट में थोड़ा सा बोलिए पहले से कहाँ से शुरू किया हमने फटाफट ये अध्याय पहले क्या बोले हैं कौन मनस्तुति से हाँ कहाँ से शुरू हो रहा है कि तो फिफ्थ से शुरू हो रहा है हाँ फिफ्थ में क्या बोले आप अम्बरीश महाराज बोले थे आप धर्म है लोकपाल है इसीलिए ये बोलते सुनते सुदर्शन भगवान क्या सोचे अच्छा तो मैं तो अभी so I should kill you. So because that is the meaning of you are saying dharma and lokpal. Yeah. So then. Is brahmana adharmic brahmana. Adharmfeel brahmana. Or adharmfeel shukla. Then in reply to that what? So when Ambarish Maharaj said that to Sudarshan, you are the Dharma, you are the Lokapala. So by hearing this, Sudarshan thought that you can assume the sloka is not there. We should take the dialogue from the Sudarshan. So Sudarshan can say that okay, so then I should kill this Brahman. So then a reply to that. So Sudarshan said that this Brahmana is Mara, he said that he is positive. And no. In reply to that, so Ambarish Maharaj is saying, no, Ambarish Maharaj dialogue, na? Yeah, Ambarish Maharaj should say, what? Huh? You kill only Adharmashila Asuras. You are not going to kill Adharmashila Vipras, Adharmashila Suras. Like that he said. In sixth sloka. Sixth sloka is a reply from Ambarish Maharaj. Yes. Then what is the dialogue? Then after hearing this, what is the dialogue from the Sudarshan? He is feeling himself is very powerful and so he should be given some treatment, definitely. Then what Ambarish Maharaj is saying? Other stages is from you only and don't see it's different from you. Then what is the reply from the Sudarshan? I will separate these stages from him. Then what Ambarish Maharaj is saying in the next sloka, 8th sloka? In the battlefield, not here. Then what is the reply from the Sudarshan? But I am appointed by the Lord to kill. But Lord appointed me to kill who are harming you. Yeah. So that's why I should kill him. So I should do. Then what is the reply for this? But you are the Sarvasaha. Sarvasaha, that means you are the you tolerate everything. Even that's why this Brahmana's offense also you should tolerate. Then what is the if you kill him, it's not good for my atma. If you kill, then it's not good for Then even after hearing this much, Sudarshan is not getting come down. So by seeing this, what next? He took the vow, Shapath. What that Shapath? So if I could have done this, so many asteroids are this and that, these are true, then you should not kill this Vipra. So still the Sudarshan is not coming down. So then he took the even more powerful Shapath. So if Lord is pleased by me, then this Brahmana should not be killed. So that is the truth, then it should not. Okay, this is clear? Yes. So next, Sri Sukavacha Iti samstuvato ratno Vishnu chakram sudarshanam Ashamyat sarvato vipram pradaha rajayam chaya. Sukadeva Goswami continued, when the king offered prayers to the Sudarshan Chakra and Lord Vishnu, because of his prayers, the Sudarshan Chakra became peaceful and stopped burning the Brahmana, known as Durvasa Muni. Sudarshan came down. Next, Samukto Stragnistapena Durvasa Swastimam Statada Prashamsa Santamurvisham Yunjana Paramashisha. Durvasa Muni, the greatly powerful mystic, was indeed satisfied when freed from the fire of Sudarshan Chakra. Thus he praised the qualities of Maharaj Ambarisha and offered him the highest benedictions. Any commentary? Durvasa Muni, what happened? The greatly powerful mystic was indeed satisfied when freed from the fire of Sudarshan Chakra. Thus, he praised qualities of Maharaj Ambarisha and offered him the highest benediction. Next, Durvasa Vacha. अहो अनन्तदासानां महत्त्वं दृष्टमद्य मे कृतागशोके यद्राजन् मङ्गलानि समीहसे. Durvasa Muni said, "O my dear king, today I have experienced the greatness of devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For although I have committed an offense, you have prayed for my good fortune." Next. Dushkarah kono sadhuna dushyajo mahatmana yehi sangrihito bhagavan sattvam drishabho hari. And he is saying further, for those who have achieved the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Master of pure devotees, what is impossible to do and what is impossible to give up? He understood the power of pure devotion. Durvasa. Next. Yannama sriti matrena puman bhavati nirmalaha tasya tita padav kimva dasa nama vasishyate. What is impossible for the servants of the Lord? By the very hearing of His holy name, one is purified. Rajananugruhitoham tvayati karunatmana madagam prushtataha krutva pranam yatme virakshita. O king, overlooking my offenses, you have saved my life. Thus I am very much obliged to you because you are so merciful. Rajantam kutahara pratyagana kamshaya charanam sangrihya prasadya samabhojayat. Expecting the return of Durvasa Muni, the king hadn't taken his food. Therefore, when the sage returned, the king fell at his feet, pleasing him in all respects and fed him sumptuously. So, this much time, even Ambarisa Maharaj was also not eating. Almost all 1 year happened. 1 year he was just standing and there only. Ambarisa Maharaj. It's almost 1 year. In the summary, it is given, so you can see. So now Durvasa Muni is relieved from this Sudarshan. Then after Ambarisa Maharaj fed him very sumptuously with all the types of vegetables and all the variety of the food items, and he pleased him, and also he can't hold his feet also because he's a brahmana. That is the custom, social custom. It's not that I am Vaishnava, I have to follow social custom, not like that. That's a Kshatriyas always show themselves as a lower. That's only for the external. सोषित्वा द्रुता मानीतम् आतिथ्यं सार्वकामिकम् तृप्तात्मा नृपतिं प्राह उज्जतामिति सादरम्. अभी दुर्वासा खाया और उसके बाद so thus the king respectfully received Durvasa Muni. So who after eating varieties of palatable food was so satisfied that with great affection he requested the king to eat also, saying, please take your meal. 21st कहीं है बहुत बड़ा काम. समझिए क्या सुनिए. अच्छा 20 इस वक्त. See, after eating now, Durvasa is saying that now I became happy. Prita, Santushti. That means I became happy. That means what? Even before also, दर्शन तव दर्शनादिभिः कर्तृभिः अनुगृहीत अतएव प्रीतः अस्मि इति वर्तमान निर्देशात् पूर्वं तु तद्दर्शनादिभिर्नैव अनुगृहीतो अहम् अप्रीतः एव अभूवम् यतः त्वां निराशनम् अपि ज्वालयितुं महाक्रोधान्धः कृत्यम् असृजम् तेन भक्तकर्मकाण्येव तद् विषयक भगवत् तुल्यान्येव दर्शनादीनि यदि स्युः तदा एव तानि तपस्वी ज्ञानी विप्रान् अनुगृह्णन्ति न अन्यथा इत्यत्र अहमेव दृष्टान्तः इति सिद्धान्तः. I'll put a diagram easily grow. So what it means, there is an important point here. Durvasa Muni, Ambarisa Maharaj. So Darshanad, Tava Darshanadibihi. Durvasa Muni got the darshan of a devotee. Yes. So seeing devotee is a devotional activity or not? Yes. Yes. Seeing, and also he touched also. When Durvasa Muni came, so he made him to sit. After giving the Padhyam and Argyam, he gave the seat and he was sitting. Ambarisa Maharaj was sitting at the lotus feet, at the feet of Durvasa Muni. Everything he touched also. That means he got the devotee's touch also, and so and so. And he spoke also. So that means Durvasa Muni saw devotee. Durvasa Muni was touched by the devotee. That means Durvasa Muni touched the devotee. These are all devotional activities happened or not in the case of Durvasa Muni? Yes? Yes. So all these darshanadi activities at that time didn't make him happy. But at that time means in the beginning time. Tava darshanadibihi kartrubihi anugruhita atha eva pritah asmi. But now after this whole incident, when Sudarshan is seized himself to not to kill him, so then after that Durvasa Muni saw Ambarish Maharaj, and also Durvasa Muni took the prasadam from Ambarish Maharaj. And now also Darshanadi activities happened or not? And by this Darshanadi activities, when is getting now Durvasa Muni also got the darshan of the Ambarish Maharaj, and also he was fed by the Ambarish Maharaj, and so on. So many activities happened through the Durvasa Muni. Now, because of these activities, he became now happy. That's why he said, Preetah Asmi. He's saying that now I became happy. That means he was not happy in the beginning. At that time also he saw the Durvasa Muni, he saw the devotee. By that activity, he should be happy. Because if you see the devotees darshan, is also devotee darshan is also touch and darshan. This kind of things also are they are the living being or the dead matters. Taking darshan of the devotee, taking darshan of the Lord, and touching the devotee and touching the Lord. These are all what? This is a conscious being. That activity is also conscious being, and that conscious being didn't give krupa to him before. And now those conscious beings, they gave krupa, and that's why he became pleased. ऐसा नहीं पेट भरने से वो हैप्पी हो गए. हम लोगों का मोटा बुद्धि से ऐसे सोचते हैं, अब खूब खाए इसीलिए प्रिय था, ऐसे सोचते नहीं. The subtle point is that darshan and so and so activities, whatever he did, those are conscious beings. Those didn't give blessings to him. That's why he was not happy. Because the reason is he was so after coming from Yamuna, he was so that means angry towards him. And he saw with his Divya Drishti, Ambarish Maharaj already had drunk the water. So he became immediately, his face became red and his eyebrows are just curved. And because of this offense, all the darshanas and those, that means whatever he is, even his Durvasa Muni is getting the darshan of the pure devotee. And that means that activity is there with the Durvasa Muni, but that activity didn't give any anugraha, any mercy to Durvasa Muni. So that's why he was not happy because of his offense towards the devotee. So, but now what happened? All these activities they gave blessings because what is the reason? This devotee now gave the krupa. Ambarish Maharaj gave krupa, because of that Lord's krupa also is flowing, and because of this, so this offense is forgiven because of this devotee's krupa, and then now all these darshanas and the touch of all these activities are started giving the anugraha, and so that's why Durvasa became happy. Is it clear, everyone?
Krishna Chakra the flow is power.
Yes, sir.
Rishma. So you say great. That's why it was peaceful. Like that.
Yeah, Durvasa Muni, if we see his prayers, what is impossible for the devotees? Because they are always taking the holy name and they are all clean, and whatever they want they can get, they can do anything. That means that is showing that he understood the glory of the bhakti. That's whole prayers are resembling. He understood the glory of the bhakti. So that how he got? So by seeing the compassion of the Ambarish Maharaj. Because even Durvasa Muni offended so much Ambarish Maharaj, but what is the reaction from the Ambarish Maharaj? So he prayed Sudarshan Chakra not to harm him. That means he is seeing the mercy of Ambarish Maharaj, then his heart is changed.
That's my point.
Yeah. So that's why we are saying that only. Na? So because Durvasa Muni got the mercy of the Ambrish Maharaj, and because of that, so Lord's mercy also flowed, and Sudarshan Chakra is stopped, and because of that, now he is seeing the Ambrish Maharaj, and now he is getting the reciprocation from the Ambrish Maharaj, and then that is making all these activities are now making happy to this Durvasa. Okay.
Person, Hare Krishna.
Yes.
In the beginning part of today's class, we were discussing that if the on a stone, if the seeds are thrown, similarly, Durvasa Muni he offended Amrish Maharaj, and he was not the right candidate to discipline us. But later, when uh, similarly, now his heart has become soft. Therefore, his offense is excused. Therefore, he has that stone is removed. Should we understand it like this also?
Yeah, that's why Ambrish Maharaj, when he forgiven Durvasa, that is nothing but mercy he is throwing in front of on Durvasa. Because of that mercy only, his hard-heartedness is gone. He understood the glory of the bhakti now. Before, when he saw, he didn't understand glory of the Ambarish Maharaj. At that time, he could have said, "Oh, Dwadasvrata is more important than the following the Brahmana dharma. So you did right thing, and very nice. You are a great devotee." Did he say like that before? He didn't. He could have said like, "Dwadasvrata is higher, or the following the Brahmana dharma is respecting Brahmana or respecting Dwadasi, which is important." So Dwadasi is important because that's a devotional activity. The devotee can easily say this is very important. And Lord Himself is saying, Sarva Dharman Parityaj. You leave all dharmas, and by leaving that, even if you get any sin, I am going to clean that. Don't worry about that. So that is a philosophy actually. So in that case, Durvasa, if he was just by the Ambarish Maharaj association itself, if he could have got the glories of the bhakti in his heart, he could have immediately said that, okay, nice thing you did. But his heart is already having the some kind of offensive mentality in the heart already. So that's why this much thing is needed to remove that offense, that hard-heartedness. Like in the case of Nalakuvera and Manigriva, when Narada Muni gave curse, then they became devotees. But other girls who are there playing with him, they are just by the presence of Narada Muni, they became devotees. When there are no offenses are there in the Jivatma's heart, just sadhu sangha is enough. But in that sadhu sangha, whatever mercy flows, by that only they will become devotees. But that means those are who doesn't have offenses. So sometimes we say some people they become very easily devotees. The reason is they don't have anarthas. And they don't have anarthas. That is the reason. It's not that they have mercy of the Lord, that's why they became devotees. Wrong philosophy you are bringing actually. You are bringing the wrong philosophy. That's not. Then why Lord give mercy to them only? Why not other jivas? That means Lord is partial there now. By your statement. You are getting Mataji. Huh?
For the association.
Who? So he got the mercy. Then further to increase the mercy, increase that bhakti, one need the sadhu sangha, regular sadhu sangha. अरे बीज डालने से थोड़ा सा तो अंकुर आया लेकिन उसको बढ़ाने के लिए क्या चाहिए पानी तो डालो उसके लिए क्या चाहिए रेगुलर एसोसिएशन ऑफ साधुस okay So also आत्ममेधसा आत्मनः मम मेधसा ईदृश बुद्ध्या यद अंबरीश चरण ग्रहणं प्रति पावनीयं मे बुद्धिर न अभिष्यत् तदा कथम अतिरिष्यामि तेन चक्र महाताप मम परमोपकारः संसार तारक भक्ति मार्ग ज्ञापको अभूत् आत्ममेधसा आत्मनः मम मेधसा ईदृश्या बुद्ध्या यद यदि यदि अंबरीश चरण ग्रहणं प्रति पावनी इयं मे बुद्धिः न भविष्यत् तथा कथम अतिरिष्यं तेन चक्रात् महातापोपि मम परमोपकारः samsara. So ultimately, Durvasa Muni also is thinking, in the 20th sloka, he is saying what? Idrushaya. Pritosmi anugrahitosmi tava bhagavatasya vai darshana sparshana alapaihi atityena atmamedasa. आपकी दर्शन से, आपकी स्पर्श से, आपका आलन पालन से अभी मैं संतुष्ट हो गया, ये मीनिंग है ना 20 श्लोक का। अभी संतुष्ट हुआ माने पहले संतुष्ट क्यों नहीं है? पहले भी दर्शन तो किया, पहले भी आप स्पर्श किए, तब उस समय भी किया, लेकिन पहले क्यों नहीं हुआ? क्योंकि उस समय उनकी हृदय में अहिंसक बुद्धि है। लेकिन अभी क्यों हुआ? क्योंकि अभी उन्होंने अम्बरीश महाराज की कृपा को प्राप्त कर लिया और उससे भगवान की कृपा भी प्राप्त हुआ। इसीलिए क्या हुआ? अभी दर्शन स्पर्श ये जब भी जो एक्टिविटीज है, वो जो लिविंग बीइंग्स है, वो कॉन्शियस बीइंग्स हैं, और वो सभी अभी अनुग्रह दिया। अब इससे उसके अनुग्रह से इनको अभी हृदय में प्रसन्नता आ गया। तो इधर आत्ममेधसा, आत्ममेधसा वर्ड इज देयर, दिस इज इंडिकेटिंग व्हाट? यदि अंबरीश चरण ग्रहणं प्रति अंबरीश महाराज का चरण ग्रहण करने से तो क्या हुआ? चरण चरण ग्रहणं प्रति पावनी इयं में बुद्धि ही न अभिविष्यत, माने मेरा बुद्धि पावन नहीं हो जाता तो तदा खत्म अतरिष्यम, सो कैसा मैं इस अतरिष्यम तेन चक्रात चक्रदत्त महातापोपि मम, सो तेन चक्रदाह चक्रदत्त महातापोपि मम परोपकारः संसार तारक भक्ति मार्ग ज्ञाप. So Durvasa Muni is saying that actually this chakra, whatever this tapa it has given, that is good for me. So a lot of benefit happened because of this chakra tapa only I learned lesson actually. I run here and there. Then finally, I took my intelligence so turned, and so finally I took the lotus feet of you, and because of that I am delivered. So that means samsara taraka bhakti margam. So now I understood the glories of the bhakti. So finally he is saying that, so this actually upakara chakradatta mahatapopi mama paropakara eva. Whatever this Sudarshan gave, this tapa is really benefited me. Because of this, finally I learned a lesson and I understood the glories of bhakti. Okay, chalo. Okay, we'll read the purport. It is said, Vaishnavera Kriya Mudra Vigneha na Bhujya. Even a very intelligent man cannot understand the activities of a pure Vaishnava. Therefore, because Durvasa Muni was a great mystic yogi, he first mistook Maharaj Ambarisa for an ordinary human being and wanted to punish him. Such is the mistaken observation of a Vaishnava. When Durvasa Muni was persecuted by the Sudarshan Chakra, however, his intelligence developed. Wait. तो चक्र की ताप से उनका बुद्धि, so therefore the word Atma Medasa is used to indicate that by his personal experience he would understood how great a Vaishnava the king was. When Durvasa Muni was chased by the Sudarshan Chakra, he wanted to take shelter of Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and was even able to go to the spiritual world, meet the personality of God and talk with him face to face. Yet he was unable to be rescued from the attack of the Sudarshan Chakra. Thus, he could understand the influence of a Vaishnava by personal experience. That means by ultimately he was saved. So that Sudarshan Chakra was chasing, then finally he was saved by the mercy of devotees. Then he understood the glory of the bhakti. So Durvasa Muni was certainly a great yogi and a very learned brahmana, but despite his being a real yogi, he was unable to understand the influence of a Vaishnava. Therefore, it is said that Vaishnavere Kriya Mudra Vijayaneha Na Bhujiya. Even the most learned person cannot understand the value of a Vaishnava. There is always a possibility for so-called jnanis and yogis to be mistaken when studying the character of a Vaishnava. That's why even for the jnanis and for the tarkikas and for the yogis, that's why this Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, the book is very much there is inconceivable for them. It's very difficult for them to understand. That's why our Rupa Goswami is saying in the Mangalacharana slokas, this book is like a Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, the ocean of the Bhakti Rasa. And in this ocean there are some volcanoes, and they are trying to release all the time fire and try to dry up the water of this ocean, but can they do? So similarly these tarkikas, they try to apply their brain on this book and they try to defeat the things in this, but still they cannot do anything. Always is protected by my brother's blessing, that is Sanatana, he says. So Vaishnava's Kripa. Even the most learned person cannot understand the value of Vaishnava. There is always possibly so-called guys. Okay, then a Vaishnava can be understood by how much he is favored by the Supreme Personality God in terms of his inconceivable activities. So this kind of stories when we hear, so that should develop faith on bhakti. That we should try to surrender more on the bhakti, develop more on the bhakti, how Lord is saying this tapas and also austerities and vidya, they are not going to be useless. They are not going to be useful for a non-devotee. And on top of it will be reverse. All other than the bhakti, they are not useful if they are with the non-devotees. They are like a say jewel on on a serpent, on a snake. So we should try to leave our dependency on other things and surrender more and more to the Lord, understanding the glory, how Durvasa Muni understood the glory of the bhakti. So we also should understand. Next text number 21. Karmavadatametatte gayante swastriyo kirtim paramapunyam cha kirtayishyati bhuriyam. All the blessed women in the heavenly planets will continuously chant about your spotless character at every moment. And the people of this world will also chant your glories continuously. Durvasa is saying. Sri Sukavacha evam sankirtya rajanam durvasa paritoshita yayo vihasa brahmaloka maitukam. So Sri Sukadeva Goswami continued, thus being satisfied in all respects, the great mystic yogi Durvasa took permission and left, continuously glorifying the king through the skyways. He went to Brahmaloka, which is devoid of agnostics and any dry philosophical speculators. Next. संवत्सरोत्यगातावत् यावता नागतो गता मुनिस्तद्दर्शनाकांक्षो राजा पक्षो बभूवः. एक साल हो गया. Durvasa Muni had left the place, Maharaj Ambarisa, and as long as he had not returned for one complete year, the king had fasted, maintaining himself simply by drinking water. So, because drinking water is equal to not drinking, not eating, and also equal to eating. So that's without feeding Brahmana, he cannot eat now. So still he was waiting for 1 year. By the time he was going to the Brahmaloka, Kailasa, and also Vishnuloka, all returned. Gatota Durvasa Sisombharishto द्विजोपयोगाति पवित्रमाहरत् ऋषेर्विमोक्षं व्यसनं च वीक्षा मेने स्ववीर्यं च परानुभावम्. After 1 year, when Durvasa Muni had returned, King Ambarisa sometimes fed him all varieties of pure food. That means with cow ghee and also with all cow products. Pure food is only with the cows. There is no pure food now. Without cows, there is no pure food. So we are all eating impure food. That's why it's making impure minds. And then he himself also ate. You may say, I'm offering my impure food to the Lord, then he'll purify first time. But if we keep on doing, that means I'll every day offer and he will purify my food. It's what? On the strength of the bhakti, we are trying to offer the impure thing. Will it be accepted? No. One should deliberately endeavor sincerely to offer the pure food from the pure cows, then definitely he will. If we have a deliberation, then he will accept.
छोटे छोटे कैसा बना इससे पूछें आज वो पॉइंट आ गया ये वसा मुनि ये शिव दक्षा विष्णु के पास गए थे.
Yeah. Vaikuntha, 3 Vaikunthas are there. One is the Dhruvaloka and Kshir Sagar, and one more is there actually. Rama Vaikuntha. Loka Loka.
Anyway, तो इनको वहां से वापस आने में 1 साल लग गया. उसके पहले देवकी और विष्णुपत्र राजा की कहानी है, स्टोरी है कि जिसमें वो ब्रह्मा जी के पास से
बहुत समय
उन्होंने कहा भी आप नीचे जाओ फटाफट.
नहीं चले गए ऑलरेडी.
हाँ चला गया.
26 साइकिल चतुर्माह का
ब्रह्मलोक से आने में इतनी निकल गए और इधर से
ये लोकल में भी ब्रह्मलोक है. सुमेरु के ऊपर भी ब्रह्मा जी बैठते हैं.
अब ये नहीं पता
वो उधर नहीं गए ब्रह्मलोक में, क्योंकि इन लोगों का रिसोर्ट्स रहता है. जैसा हाउ वी हैव वन हाउस एंड आल्सो वी हैव गेस्ट हाउस, फार्म हाउस लाइक दैट. So devotees also they have their own main house. Then they have so many farm houses.
Okay. It's लीला आती है भगवान की ब्राह्मण के बच्चों को बचाने के लिए वो अर्जुन के साथ कारणों दक्षिण में मिलने गए थे. वहां से ब्राह्मण को लेकर.
Yes, sir.
अब तो उन्होंने पूरे यूनिवर्स को क्रॉस किया, 7 कवरिंग भी क्रॉस किया.
No problem. That is actually, so this earth is there. So this earth, and also if you keep on, that means crossing over the earth, and is trying to go just near to the shell of the universe. Between that, there is a darkness is there. In that, between the shell of the universe and this earth, there somewhere actually Vishnu is available. It's not.
He's about
He didn't go to there actually, bro. As per my understanding, it comes under the दसमस्कर में आता है.
उसके साथ वहां से तो ब्राह्मण के बच्चों को वापस लेकर आए, उन्होंने ब्राह्मण को वापस किए.
Not karma.
क्यों नहीं पास हो? Still the Brahman.
Actually, I have to check. That's as per my understanding, it's not the karma side.
I read it first.
Maybe they will check it.
Oh.
So then next what happened after 1 year, the Durvasa had returned. Okay, it's over, na, this sloka. So purport, a devotee like Maharaj Ambarisha is certainly always busy in many activities. Of course, this material world is full of dangers that one has to meet, but a devotee, because of his full dependency on the Supreme Personality of God, it is never disturbed. The viewed example is Maharaj Ambarisha. He was the emperor of the entire world and had many duties to perform. And in the course of these duties, there were many disturbances created by persons like Durvasa Muni. But the king tolerated everything patiently, depending fully on the mercy of the Lord. The Lord, however, is situated in everyone's heart. Sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivishtaha. And he manages things as he desires. Thus, although Maharaj Ambarisha was faced with many disturbances, the Lord, being merciful to him, managed things so nicely that in the end, Durvasa Muni and Maharaj Ambarisha became great friends and parted cordially on the basis of Bhakti Yoga. After all, Durvasa Muni was convinced of the power of Bhakti Yoga, although he himself was a great mystic yogi. Therefore, as stated in the by Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, Yoginam api sarvesham, all yogis, he who always abide in me with great faith, worshipping me in transcendental loving service, he is most intimately united with me in yoga and in the highest of all. Thus, it is a fact that a devotee is the topmost. So here Prabhupada, what he is saying ultimately in this purport. So devotees are far, far superior than the yogis and jnanis, and Lord gave so such a nice ending actually. Finally, they compromised by understanding Durvasa, the glories of the bhakti. So next, evam vidani gunan saraja paratmani brahmani vasudeve kriyakalavai samvaha bhakti yaya virincha nirayam chakara. In this way, because of devotional service, Maharaj Ambarisha, who was endowed with varieties of transcendental qualities, was completely aware of Brahman, Paramatma, and Supreme Personality of Godhead, and thus he executed devotional service perfectly. Because of his devotion, he thought even the topmost planet of this material world no better than the hellish planets. So it's in this purport summary is so bhakti and the destiny from the bhakti is the topmost that is being explained. Next is Sukha Vacha Ata Ambarishas Tanayoshu Rajyam Samasi Saman Atambarishas Tanayoshu Rajyam Samanasineshu Visrujyadira Vanam Viveshatmani Vasudeve Mano Dadattvasura Gunaprabha. Srila Sukadeva Goswami continued, thereafter, because of his advanced position in devotional life, Maharaj Ambarisha, who no longer desired to live with material things, retired from active family life. He divided his property among his sons, who were equally as qualified, and he himself took the order of Vanaprastha and went to the forest to concentrate his mind fully upon Lord Vasudeva. So a pure devotee, Maharaj Ambarisha, was liberated in any condition of life because, as enunciated by Srila Rupa Goswami, a devotee is always liberated. Ihayasya haredasya karmana manasa gira nikhilasu api avastasu jivan mukta savuchyate. In Bhakti Rasamrita, Srila Rupa Goswami does instruct that if one's only desire is service to the Lord, he is liberated in any condition of life. Maharaj Ambarisha was undoubtedly liberated in any condition, but as an ideal king, he accepted Vanaprastha order of retirement from family life. He has to set an example. In other words, they will know you following the Vanaprastha ashram. So, as ideal king, it is essential for one to renounce family responsibilities and fully concentrate it on the lotus feet of Vasudeva. Therefore, Maharaj Ambarisha divided the king among his sons and retired from family life. Everyone should retire. इत्येतत् पुण्यमाख्यानम् अम्बरीषस्य भूपते संकीर्तयन्ननुध्यायन् भक्तो भगवतो भवे. Anyone who chants this narration or even thinks of this narration about the activities of Maharaj Ambarisha certainly becomes a pure devotee of the Lord. Wow, we all got mercy. uh, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur herein gives a very good example. When one is very eager for more and more money, he is not satisfied even when he is a millionaire and multimillionaire, but wants to earn more and more money by any means. The same mentality is present in a devotee. The devotee is never satisfied thinking, this is the limit of my devotional service. The more he engages in the service of the Lord, the more service he wants to give. This is the position of a devotee. Maharaj Ambarisha in his family life was certainly a pure devotee, complete in every respect, because his mind and all his senses were engaged in devotional service. Savai manah krishna padar vindayo. Maharaj Ambarisha was self-satisfied because all of his senses were engaged in devotional service. Sarvopad vinirmuktam. So, nonetheless, although Maharaj Ambarisha had engaged all his senses in devotional service, he left his home and went to the forest to concentrate his mind fully at the lotus feet of the Krishna, exactly as mercantile man, even though complete in wealth, tries to earn more and more. It's an excellent point. Prabhupada gave to one reason that he is, even in the family, also is no problem because he is a pure devotee beyond all the conditions. So that's why anywhere, any condition is not going to hamper so his purity, in his pure devotion. So, but still he went to set an example. That was the one reason we have read. Now here Vishwanath Chakravarti is saying what? So, like there's like a merchant, even if he has a lot of wealth, still he wants to do business and get the more money. Similarly, a devotee always try to do the more and more. That means more and more service. So, because of that reason, he left everything, and so even though completely wealth tries to earn more and more, this mentality of the getting more and more engaged devotion puts one in the most exalted position. Whereas on the karma platform, the mercantile man who wants more and more money becomes increasingly bound and entangled. The devotee becomes increasingly liberated. भक्तौ अनुरागिणः खलु महाधनवृद्रो वणिशिव स्वभावो भवेत् कोटीश्वरोऽपि वणिगात्मनम् अल्पधनं मन्यमानो धनमुपार्जयतु यथा समुद्रान्तमपि गच्छति तथैव भक्तोऽपि भक्ति उपार्जयितुम्. लास्ट अम्बरीशस्य चरितं ये शृण्वन्ति महात्मनः मुक्तिं प्रयान्ति ते सर्वे भक्त्या विष्णु प्रसादतः. By the grace of the Lord, those who hear about the activities of Maharaj Ambarish, the great devotees certainly become liberated and are become devotee without delay. Thank you very much. Thus end the Bhakti and the purports of 9th canto 5th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Durvasa Muni's life spared. Next chapter. One sloka. Time is there. Sri Sukha Vacha Virupaha Ketuman Shambhur Ambarisha Sutastraya Virupa Prushadasvo Bhut Tatputrastu Rati Taraha. Sukadeva Goswami said, "O Maharaj Parikshit, Ambarisha had three sons named Virupa, Ketuman, and Shambhu. From Virupa came a son named Prushadasva, and from Prushadasva came a son named Ratitara." Next, Ratitarasya Prajasya Bharyam Tantavetitah Angirajanayamasa Brahma Varchasvina Sutan. Ratitara had no sons, and therefore he requested the great sage Angira to beget sons for him. Because of this request, Angira begot sons in the womb of Ratitara's wife. All these sons were born with Brahmanical prowess. Actually, there is a system in the Mahabharata is given. If one is not able to get sons, then he has to approach his elder brother. If that is also not there, then Brahmana, like that. So some the steps that is not available, then this is not available. This I'm not exactly remembering. So this through a pure Brahmana, and also there is a vidhi is there. So there is no lust actually, and he should be applying ghee on the body and making himself as not so beautiful and without any sense gratification. And also there is a certain conditions. With very severe conditions, then Brahmana will be doing the Garbhadana for that wife, king's wife. So this happens actually. So in the Vedic age, a man was sometimes called upon to beget sons in the womb of lesser man's wife for the sake of better progeny. So now he gave the seed. So that son belongs to whom? To this person or to that person? जैसे आपका खेत है, आपका जमीन में कोई भी बीज डाल के खेती करके चले गए, वो फसल आपका है ना, कि तो वो जो करके चले गए उनका है? हाँ, जमीन जिसका है उन्हीं का होता है ना। जिसका जमीन है जिसका जमीन है उसी का है ना। तो क्षेत्र जिसका है, स्त्री मानक क्षेत्र, क्षेत्र में भले वो तो बीज ओपन किए हैं, लेकिन वो बच्चा किसका होगा? जिसका जमीन है उसी का होगा। हाँ, जिसकी स्त्री है उनका होगा। तो इसलिए बड़े व्यासदेव माने अंबिका, अंबालिका और एक दासी, तो ये तीनों में पुत्र उत्पन्न किए हैं। ये तीनों पुत्र किसका है? व्यासदेव का है क्या? विचित्र वीर्य का है। सो इन सच ए इंस्टेंस, अभी 3 मिनट और भी रुकिए आप, 5 मिनट वेस्ट देते हैं ना आप लोग। In such an instance, a woman is compared to an agricultural field. A person possessing an agricultural field may employ another person to produce food grains for meat. Eat. Because the grains are produced from the land, they are considered the property of the owner of the land. Similarly, a woman was sometimes allowed to be impregnated by someone other than her husband, but the sons born of her would then becomes her husband's sons. Such sons were called Kshetra Jata. So this is the systems are there, different systems. Because Ratithirtha had no sons, he do. So this system is not there in Kaliga. Ete kshetra prasuta vai punastvangera sasmruta Ratitaranam pravara kshetra veda vijataya. Having been born from the womb of Ratitara's wife, all the sons were known as the dynasty of Ratitara. But because they were born from the semen of Angira, they were also known as the dynasty of Angira. Among all the progeny, that means if these people offer the Pinda, then that will go to whom? That will go to the forefathers of Ratitara only, not the Angira. But still they call, like sometimes we see, so Vidura is also son of Vyasdev, like sometimes Dhritarashtra also son of the Vyasdev. So, but actually they are originally, officially they are belongs to the, so the Kshetra, the owner of the Kshetra only. Okay, so progeny Ratitara, the sons were the most prominent because owing their birth they were considered brahmanas. क्षुवतस्तु मनोर्चग्ने इक्ष्वाकुर्ग्राणतः सुतः तस्या पुत्रशतज्येष्ठा विकुक्षी निमिदण्डका. So the son of Manu was Ikshvaku. When Manu was sneezing, Ikshvaku was born from Manu's nostrils. King Ikshvaku had 100 sons, of whom